Gunpla has a lot of different sizes, and they are usually measured in a grading system. You got your high grades, real grades, master grades, perfect grades, which I don't actually have one. You also have your other grades like your 1/100 kits, RE100, and even entry grades. However, this kit is neither of those. This is a first grade kit, specifically of the Gundam Exia in these rollout colors. And what the heck even is a first grade? I didn't know either. First grade is probably most similar to entry grade, as it is supposed to be a entry level kit that is extremely simple, as well as also fairly cheap. So now that we know kind of what the first grade line is it any good? Welcome to UVO's channel. My name is Grant. Let's get right into the video. So as I said before, this kit is not a high grade, but it kind of looks like it as well. And besides the fact that this kit is a literal brick, there is one pretty big difference between this and a high grade, and it ultimately boils down to the joints. So getting into the legs of, I have the O Gundam kit right here. It uses a system of a universal joint connected to the centerpiece, and the universal joint is connected together by a polycap. However, with this first grade kit right here, this entire grade piece is actually a polycap itself and is connected via ball joints into the legs. Same thing with the shoulder. On the first grade kit, it is a dumbbell joint via ball polycaps, and it just has a centerpiece to keep this shoulder chest piece in place. So yeah, the joints on this kit are very simple. They're pretty much comprised of ball joints and C-clips. Another cool thing about this kit though is the color scheme, as we did not see this color scheme in the anime. Supposedly this kit was a bonus for the DS Gundam 00 game. And honestly, the color scheme for this kit is really cool. I love the yellow they use, the gray and the white mixed together super well. So getting onto some of the aesthetics of the kit itself, the colors are really, really cool. However, it's really only molded in two colors. You do get these two yellow chest pieces that are molded in that color. However, the rest of the kit is either molded in this gray or in the white. And there's a lot of stickers. The yellow on the chest is stickers. Of course, all of the GN details are compressors. This piece is also a sticker. And the hands are molded in white. I had to color those silver. And there's just other details, like the GN drive on the back is not colored in white. And even the feet are also not colored in white either. It is a very, very simple kit in its design, and that's kind of the point of the first grade. It's supposed to be a kit that you can throw together. I think the biggest issue, though, is that all of these pieces that are usually like transparent on other Exia kits are all stickers here, which was definitely a shock to me. Getting into the articulation real quick on this first grade Exia, the head is on a ball joint. The shoulders are on a dumbbell ball joint, so you can get a good amount of rotation in there, and they can swivel all the way around. Zero arm articulation except for a 90-degree elbow bend, no waist articulation. Hips are on ball joints, so you can get some decent enough articulation. Zero back though, about that far forward, that far out. You can also rotate it a little bit with the ball joint. Legs going about that much, so 90 degrees, and then the feet have a rock, and forward and backward, they are just on a ball joint. So this kit is not very well articulated at all. So there's a lot of stickers, and the articulation's pretty How are the accessories though? It actually comes with two accessories, which are the two GN blades. It does not come with a GN sword, which is one of the probably the coolest accessory for the Exia, or the shield. It does have some beam sabers on the back, but the ones on the butt flap are pre-molded in there. Those aren't going anywhere. And then the ones on the shoulder are simply just connected by a peg, so you can't even stick a blade in there at all. The two GN blades are, from what I can tell, no different than the HG ones. They are pre-molded in white, and they fit into the hand a little loose, but pretty comfortably. If you shake it around, it's not going to go anywhere, but if you tip it upside down, they're probably going to fall out. Let's get into comparisons and then wrap up the review. Time for some comparisons. First off, we have the HG Gundam Exia Repair 2, the O Gundam, the Overflag, the Double O Gundam, the RG Exia. Comparing it to some other Universe's mobile suits, we have the Gundam Mark II, Double O Command Quanta, Gundam EX, Wing Zero Endless Waltz, G-Quux. General comparison time, we have it next to a 6-inch action figure, the 501st Phase 1 Clone Trooper, a deluxe class Transformer, Lockdown, a Lego minifigure, and then the Sharpie. While this kit looks really cool, I love the design, the kit itself is just not great. There are other rollout kits out there. I believe there is a 1/100 non-grade that is definitely going to be better than this kit. And unfortunately, this kit just doesn't really hold up to today's standards, especially with, entry grade existing that does the concept and gimmick a lot better. This kit just doesn't really have a place unless you really like the colors. Thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you have a good rest of your day.